Welcome to this video on The Rover as a restoration comedy. Like a lot of other literary genres, restoration comedy is one that was deeply influenced by its historical context. Restoration comedy is a type of English comedy that was written and performed during the Restoration period from 1660 to 1710. After the beheading of King Charles I in 1649, Oliver Cromwell established himself as Lord Protector in 1653, and his Puritan regime was known as the Commonwealth. Under the Puritan Parliament, all theatres were closed down as they believed that theatres were hotbeds of corruption. Cromwell's government imposed a lot of restrictions on the way people lived and forbade activities they deemed as immoral. The restoration of King Charles II to the throne in 1660 put an end to the oppressive Cromwellian regime and gave rise to an atmosphere of euphoria among the English people who made a deliberate attempt to erase the Puritan regime. King Charles II's desire to make an abrupt break with the past, coupled with his natural self-indulgent inclinations, normalized an atmosphere of promiscuity and systematic frivolity. These attitudes are reflected in the themes of most restoration comedies. Let us take a look now at some of the features of restoration drama. Number 1. The rake was the hero of most restoration comedies. In The Rover, Wilmore is the hero of the play. Typically, restoration comedies portray the lives of hedonistic young men who fill their leisure with drinking, whoring, theatre-going, and wit. They need money but have no resources for earning it except through marriage to an heiress. The hero and his companions reject the conventions of the past and believe in freedom. Number 2. Restoration comedy also takes a look at the plans of its young women characters. While young men are shown to be actively seeking out sex and money, young women are depicted as people who want a say in the choice of a marriage partner. The heroine is rebellious. Rebelling against an arranged marriage to an old man was a stock situation. As we see in the play The Rover, Florinda is against an arranged marriage to the matches her father and brother pick out for her, and instead chooses a partner for herself. Helena is also shown to have a mind of her own when she decides her fate for herself. She chooses to marry instead of becoming a nun. However, it is important to note that while the heroine is allowed freedom of thought, freedom of action is confined to ensuring that she is a virgin when she gets married. Number 3. Characters are judged on the basis of their wit and intelligence. Trickery and deception are an almost mandatory part of the comedy. Intelligent characters like Wilmore and Helena are able to use deception and trickery to their advantage. However, foolish characters like Blunt are disadvantaged by the deception of other characters in the play. Wit and intelligence are shown to be important for navigating the trickery and deception in these plays. And number 4. There is a tendency to bypass moral judgment in restoration comedies. Most characters in these plays place physical pleasure over intellectual stimulation. Another very popular feature of restoration comedies was the use of bawdy humor and sexually explicit language and themes. So there you go. These are the features of restoration comedy and an analysis of The Rover as one.